Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of my Bradford City EAFC 25 career mode. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you haven't already checked out the first 2 episodes, we're currently in a bit of a predicament. It's match day, first game of the season. We've only got Cook and Sanderson as our 2 senior strikers at the football club, and the 2 we've tried to sign on match day. Their clubs have decided that they need a little further time to listen to our considerations, basically, of the offers that we have sent. So they're 2 27-year-olds, both over 64 rated as well, 165, 166, both 3-star as well, and unfortunately we're not going to get either of them in for match day. There's not really much else to do apart from get into the first game of this episode. We'll have a look at the opponent analysis. Chesterfield are going to play a 4-2-3-1. They've got a very good squad. I expect them to be up there come the end of the season. We'll have a look at our pre-match training as well. We will collect the trophies and all that sort of stuff. We also will go to the press conference, see what they have to say in the press before this match as well. I'm going to assume they're going to be similar sort of questions as always. Liam Mandeville has been lighting it up recently, causing nightmares for wide defenders with his runs and his ability. Do you think your Lewis Richards can stop him? Well, in the last episode, Lewis Richards called me Chesterfield, so I hope he does embarrass him. Humble him, celebrate, downplay, encourage. I'm going to encourage Lewis Richards. He called me Chesterfield, so I don't think I should really be doing that, in all honesty. Do you feel suitably prepared to face Chesterfield? Are you certain that Owen Bailey can overcome him? Well, he's not going to overcome the entire team, is he? Well, I've not seen him play yet, so I'm gonna have to encourage him. This isn't 1 versus 11. Why are we now speaking about Brad Halliday as well? Fans will be expecting Bradley Halliday to be a regular starter, given his quality and experience as a wing-back. Have you decided if he will be starting? I'm going to downplay Halliday's performances because he hasn't been playing particularly well recently. I will not be taking any more questions. They've somehow made the press conferences even worse. What have we got here? Resume 2 stalled negotiations. Excuse me? Here? Well, how do you want me to resume them if my only option is to retract them? What a bizarre thing to tell me. Right, let's get into match day. Forget about the transfers for the moment, and we'll go to team management. We're going to pick a good team for this game. Make sure we're covered in every position. I think I would rather maybe have a centre-back on the bench instead of Ibbotson. It's not ideal on having the 2 strikers, I'm not going to lie to you. I think, you know what? This is a team that I've picked. I've picked it for a reason. We're going to go with our tactic. We've played it throughout pre-season. We'll go to tactical view. I'm going to go and thump Chesterfield 3-0, even though we've scored maybe 1 goal, 2 maximum, throughout the whole of pre-season, which is a little bit of a concern, I'm not going to lie. But not that big of a deal. Really not that big of a deal. Looking at some of these names in this Chesterfield side, Will Grigg, John Fleck, Dylan Markande, just to name a few. This is going to be a tough game. The commentators are currently speaking about Owen Bailey. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that, but I obviously can. It's been a pretty flat start, to be fair. Neither side have really got going in this opening 10-15 minutes or so, but I'm hoping we can finally come good. I wouldn't say judge us on this game. Don't judge us by the next game as well. Judge us by the team that we see when the transfer window is closed, because I would expect a lot more business still to go through, as this is some nice build-up play from us. Sanderson, who was 5th choice striker a couple of games ago, now finds himself thrown in at the deep end and starting in the first league match of the season. Did Sanderson even start a pre-season match? I think he started 1, which is probably tells you everything you need to know about my early management of this football club, but I'm still getting to grips with career mode and all that sort of stuff as Markande cuts away from Kieran Kelly. Loads of room in the box. Is he going to get off a shot? He does. Well blocked by Kieran Kelly. Dylan Markande certainly been Chesterfield's danger man so far, as we were kind of told in the pre-match press conference, running at Lewis Richards, and that is some good defending. He might not know my name, but he certainly knows so far how to lock up Dylan Markande. All of their attacks have been down this near side, but again, so have ours. Nothing's really happened over on the far side. It's been all down our left-hand side or their right-hand side, which, if we could get it over to our highest-rated player, Brad Halliday, that'd probably be a little bit better. It's Markande once again driving forward with the ball. Lewis Richards has kind of been caught a little bit high up the pitch. Will Grigg now lays it off to Tom Naylor. That's another big name that they've got. Ryan Colclough as well. Loads of big names in this squad. Eventually they're going to slow the attack down, but Dylan Markande has been a massive threat in this fixture so far. It seems like maybe we don't need 3 centre-backs because they are only playing the 1 striker. That's an offside from Markande. Could we maybe change to a diamond? Potentially. We could change to a diamond, bring Walker on and go to a diamond. We've not really got natural wingers though. We do actually. We've got Wright and Adore, so we could even go 4-2-3-1 if we fancy it. We'll see how we get on for the remainder of this first half, but it's not been very positive from us in terms of an attacking sense. I don't think we've had a shot yet. But football is about moments, and we'll be looking to create a moment here as Andy Cook is on the right wing, up against Liam Gordon. Brad Halliday now cuts away from his man, lays it off to Patterson on the edge to strike. Sanderson surely offside there. Apparently he's not. The shot's gone wide. Sanderson definitely looked offside to me there. They're going to have a goal kick, but it's nice to see us finally have an attack in this game. Not long to go now until at half-time. Chesterfield looking to hopefully build one final attack, and Halliday's been caught out of position. Michael Jacobs, again, another massive name, but that is some brilliant defending there from Brad Halliday. I think Jacobs is a former Portsmouth and Wigan, some big clubs he's certainly played for. They've got a lot of experience in this side. Half-time though, 0-0. I definitely will take a point in this game. Lewis Richards is starting to tire a little bit, but yeah, looking at the bench, we definitely could go to a 4-2-3-1 if we fancy it. Can either Patterson or Sarsfield play as a DM? Not naturally. They can both play as cams, but not as a DM. Could we maybe go 4-2-2-2 and bring Smallwood on for one of the centre-backs? We could maybe do that. I think just before the hour mark, we're going to look to make our subs just so they're guaranteed to come onto the pitch. We are actually going to change to a 4-2-3-1, a formation we've not actually played much of so far. So we will go to the 4-2-3-1 wide, and again, we're going to stick with the same sort of style and build-up. I've gone to the 4-2-3-1, and now we've got to put players in their right positions. So what we're going to do is, apparently Callum Johnson can play left back. He doesn't say he can play left back, but if he wants to play there, he's more than welcome to play there. So we're going to bring on, maybe we could put Patterson in the screen because he can play there. Bring Clark Adore on the right wing. We're going to bring Tyreek Wright on the left. We'll get Sanderson off for Jamie Walker. Smallwood can now come on, I guess, for Patterson. I think Neil Byrne's also going to come on as well for Chet Diabate, because Diabate is looking a little bit tired. There's your 5 changes, a change in formation. You can't say I'm not going for it. Just over half an hour left on the clock. Can we find a winner in this match? Going to a back 4 might leave us a little bit more exposed defensively, but it'll also give us an extra attacking body going forward, and that's what I'm more concerned about, as Mike Handay's been subbed off there after only an hour. He's definitely been their big threat in this game so far. Is it concerning I've got a right footer at left back? Is it concerning I had no idea who can play there? Potentially so, but according to the game, he can, which is crazy if Poynton is like red, like bad warning, playing central midfield, even though he's played there for about a year. And Callum Johnson, I don't think, has played left back in his life. He's naturally comfortable in there. Neil Byrne is on the pitch though. If he scores the winner, he can start the next 10 league matches. Clark Adore looking to twist and turn. He wins the throw-in. 25 to go. And that was nice play from Chesterfield. Will Grigg bearing down on goal, gets away from Neil Byrne and strikes, and his left-footed shot is well wide of Sam Walker's post there. Very grey beard. Not too sure what I'm telling that guy. Is he meant to be my assistant manager? Never seen him before in my life. Why is there so many players sat on the bench as well? There's only meant to be Ibbotson and Doyle left on the bench. Surely if you wouldn't be wearing your full kit sat on the bench, you'd put a tracksuit on or a coat maybe. 15 to go. Can either side find a winner? There's not been a lot of goals in this series so far, apart from the first pre-season match. Maybe it's something I've done in my settings, I'm not so sure. Smallwood now picks up the ball. He finds Jamie Walker. Owen Bailey now. Can we have some forward football? Finds Jamie Walker through into Andy Cook. Is he onside? He shoots. He scores. Andy Cook. Is he onside? I think he is. There is the first competitive goal of the series. 11 minutes left on the clock. Why are some of the substitutes still wearing the full kit? I've no idea. Jamie Walker with the ball through. Andy Cook beats the offside trap, whips it with that left foot into the top corner. Could the keeper maybe do better at his near post? Definitely so, I do think there, but a powerful strike into the roof of the net. I said before the game, I'd take a point away at Chesterfield. They're a very good side, but 3 points will be massive. Maybe we've got to play the 4-2-3-1 long term. We've got the players to do so. That was a really nice assist from Jamie Walker, and that was a really nice goal from Andy Cook. Who else was it going to be other than our number 9? God's number 9, 10 minutes to go, 1-0 to the Bantams. Dobra coming on this near side, ball clipped into the box, Sam Walker's out, and that is a massive claim from Bradford City's number 1. He's not had a load to do in this game so far. There's 2 minutes added on at the end of it. Are we able to see this one out? We've just got to be smart with how we play, and how they were into the corner here will be massive news for us. I think we've got the 3 points in the bag here. Clark Adore finds Brad Halliday. Can we just have the full-time whistle, please? I'll be over the moon with that. He's looking for a second goal. headed away by the Chesterfield defender. Why are we still playing? We're into the 4th minute. There's the full-time whistle. We played nearly 5 minutes of added time. There was only 2 added on. We've got 3 points, a brilliant start to the season to go away to Chesterfield, keep a clean sheet and win the football match. Well done, Jamie Walker. Well done, Andy Cook. Let's go into the post-match interview, see what the press have to say. Any surprising results in there? Saw Grimsby scored 3 goals away at Tranmere. Let's see what the media have to say. You got the result, but Bradley Halliday didn't manage too many disruptions of the opposition. Do you expect your players to be more proactive in defence? We've just kept a clean sheet. Why would I... What a silly question that was. We've just kept a clean sheet. Kieran Kelly's passing was on point today. How much did that contribute to the positive result? I'll celebrate his performance. I won't say I really noticed Kieran Kelly's passing. Jamie Walker, this is something that I agree with. John Fleck usually dictates the tempo of games through sheer quality. Today, however, Jamie Walker stood out by delivering some key passes. How do you feel about that performance? That's actually the first question that I agree with. I'm going to celebrate his performance. Really, really nice assist and probably deserves to start. I know we prepped the whole of pre-season to play a 5-3-2. I'm thinking about maybe now switching to a 4-2-3-1 because it clearly worked. That would then change our transfer policy though. We'll go through and review our training plans as always. Still don't really understand it, to be honest with you. We'll have a look and see what Richie Smallwood has to say. I probably could have contributed more against Chesterfield, but thanks for playing me Chesterfield. Why are the players calling me Chesterfield? First it was Lewis Richards there, and now it's Richie Smallwood here. I'm going to tell him not to blame himself, but what are we doing in training? Because all my players seem to have forgotten my name. Got an email from Ryan Sparks, who says, these want more money. But if we're going to go to a 4-2-3-1, then I'm happy just to reject that. I'd even consider just retracting that offer because I'm not interested. We'll have a look at wingers now instead. Hopefully there's some good ones out there. It's match day once again, as you would expect. We are away to Blackburn in the Carabao Cup. Probably a game I would expect us to lose. They're looking like they're going to play a 4-2-3-1. I'm happy to stick with the back 5 for this game because obviously Championship side away from home when I collect the trophies once again, as that obviously works in the last game. Again, these scouting updates, not really too interested. So we'll go into the match day. We will actually make a few changes though for the game, as obviously it is a cup competition. I am going to start Jack Shepherd in this one over Kieran Kelly. We're also going to start Aidan Baldwin over Callum Johnson. I don't want to make loads of changes. We'll only make a few minor ones. Walker's going to come in and start over Anthony Sarcevic. And for now, I think I'm happy with those changes. I don't want to make too many like what I say. So we'll just make them change for now. I think it's 3 changes in total. We'll go into the tactical view once again. I think we're going to get 3 games per episode as well going forward. So let's see how we get on in the second game of today's episode. Make sure to like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And what is it that we press to go to the other view? I've completely forgotten. I don't want to be sat watching it from the dugout, thank you. I think I've done it. Is this the right camera angle? Earlier opportunity for us here. Jamie Walker with loads of room to take the shot on. And that is a massive opportunity. We kind of danced through their penalty area far too easily there. And Jamie Walker, captain for this game, gets the shot off. I think the keeper probably would have had that cover, but that is not a million miles away. Big opportunity there for Jamie Walker. Unfortunately, though, we haven't taken it. Cantwell picks up the ball in the midfield here for Blackburn. We can't really get a challenge in. He finds Bloxham. He's looking for Oyashi once more on the ball. He goes into Cantwell. Very, very compact in the middle of the pitch. Hedges now. Can he look out wide to his right back? He can. He finds Callum Britton, the former MK Dons and Barnsley man, I think I want to say. Cuts inside, away from a couple of the Bradford players, looking for the ball through. Good inception from Jack Shepherd. It comes back to Britton again, and that is a humongous save from Sam Walker. For some reason, he's gone for the near post. I don't really know why he decided to do that, because far post would have surely been the better option. Corner into the box, headed up by, I think, Aidan Baldwin. I could be wrong. Shot eventually comes in wide of the post. That's a really, really nice ball. Britton has got away from his man, away from Jack Shepherd. Ball cut across, and how on earth is that 1-0? Britton completely span off from Jack Shepherd. I had no idea how he's managed to lose his man there. Sure, it was very simple, just track your runner. He hasn't done so. The ball's cut across. How Blackburn haven't taken the lead there, I'll never know. We've got away with a few escapes now. There's been a few early chances for both sides, particularly for them though. They're definitely growing into this game, and we keep giving it away far too cheaply, and that is a flick on for Oyashi to chase. He's already missed one big chance in this game. He's going to shoot from outside the box. and it's gone just wide. They're edging closer and closer to goal. Hedges picks up the ball here for Blackburn, gets away from Jack Shepherd, who hasn't had an amazing game so far, in all honesty. He's been caught out a few times, kind of gets drawn out of position too easily. That's a nice interception from Lewis Richards. He looks for Jamie Walker, a little bit of an opportunity now for him to open his legs. Brad Halliday now picks it up over on that far side, cuts away from his man, back into Jamie Walker. Andy Cook now. Can we get a goal before the half-time mark? Patterson, we have to go forwards. If we have to go now, Patterson through to Sanderson, and is that the opener? Ollie Sanderson is onside. Question marks over maybe the additional time. We're nearly a minute over the one minimum additional minute, but we are not going to complain. It's Ollie Sanderson with the goal, and away at Championship Blackburn, we take the lead in this game. Really nice play from Alex Patterson. He spots the runner Sanderson. I'd argue he was offside there. I thought Cook wasn't far off offside in the last game, but that to me definitely did look offside. It's Ollie Sanderson with the goal. I'm absolutely delighted on the touchline. No complaints from me celebrating that goal. Away at Blackburn, celebrating the goal how he did in a pre-season friendly though. Absolutely baffling. Either way, Ollie Sanderson with his first goal of the season. What on earth is that beard? It looks like he's got branches underneath his neck. There's the half-time whistle. Literally last touch of the half, really. And we go in at the break ahead. Somehow, someway, I've no idea, but we're somehow winning this game. Somehow. But Blackburn are going to look to put it right really early on in this second half. Dolan on off the bench at half time. Shot comes in, and that's another big save from Sam Walker. Oyashi, I think it is, the number 23 for Blackburn, has had a few chances now in this game. That's the first real time that he has tested Sam Walker, and we're now going to look to come on a counter-attack of our own. Lewis Richards driving us forward. He finds Sanderson, the goal scorer, into Jamie Walker, his first start of the season now. Can he look out wide to Brad Halliday? He looks for him, he finds him, he beats two men. Can he find a Bradford shirt? He's cut it back for Andy Cook, and that's off the post. Goodness me, that were close to doubling our advantage in this game. Really unlucky there from the big man. Walker now, will he shoot from distance? Cook's getting wrestled with, but as long as we've got possession, they're not going to score. Cook now, holding off his man, beats him. I don't know why he's played that through to Sanderson. Question marks of a handball. What a start this has been to the second half. How is this game only 1-0? Blackburn coming forward over on the far side. It's Hedges coming forward with it, gets away from Lewis Richards, lays it off to Cantwell. Little bit of room for him, he works his magic, opens up the opportunity to shoot. Walker saves on the first chance, but it's tapped home by, I think, Tyrese Dolan. He pulls out the cartwheel, he pulls out the backflip for an equaliser at home to a League 2 side in the Carabao Cup first round. That was a mouthful. I don't know why he's done that, but it's Aidan Baldwin who's completely switched off. He's not tracked the run of Dolan. Good save initially from Sam Walker, but that is a really, really frustrating goal to concede. A tapping like that is so annoying. So Lewis Richards is now going to come off for Tyreek Wright. Neil Byrne can come on again for Czech Diabate. Anthony Sarsvik will come on for Jamie Walker. I would like to bring Andy Cook off because he's tired, but we don't really have an option at this moment in time. We've got another two substitutions still to use. We've kind of only really got attackers on the bench. Kelly can come on, I guess, for Jack Shepherd, and we'll save our final sub for now, I think. Tyreek Wright looking to have an impact on the left-hand side. He finds Ollie Sanderson looking to work some magic in the box. He's managed to find Andy Cook, and that is a big save from the keeper. We've had chances in this game. We deserve at least a draw out of it. I know we go straight to penalties, I think, although knowing EA Sports will probably have a game of five-a-side to decide the winner, but we have had some good opportunities. 20 minutes left on the clock. It's now Blackburn's turn to have an attack, and it's come here to Oyashi. He lays it off to Hedges to shoot. Good save, Sam Walker. Andy Cook looks for Ollie Sanderson. Goodness me, that seemed to come out of nowhere, that opportunity. Sanderson, I tell you what, he has been a real threat in this game so far. 15 minutes left on the clock. Still Blackburn 1, Bradford City 1. How is this game only had 2 goals in it? Right now, find Sanderson. Can he get off a shot? He does. It's another save from the goalkeeper. Sanderson is causing havoc. I didn't mean to bring up the menu there. I don't know why I accidentally did that. These menus are so slow. It took me about 5 clicks there to actually get rid of it. We will make our final change of the game, or we'll plan to make it. Clark Ador's going to come on for Brad Halliday. I don't know if that will actually ever go through. That is right. We can't make any more changes. I am correct in saying that. No, we can't. So Ador's going to come on for Halliday, potentially. If he doesn't know, don't be surprised. 10 minutes to go, still 1-1. It will be absolute heartbreak to lose the game at this stage, but it's heading that way at the moment as Hedges cuts away from Neil Byrne. Good tackle in the end, though, from Bradford City's number 5. Am I right in saying Byrne is currently wearing the captain's armband? And a small update, Clark-Ador's still not on the pitch. The ball literally goes out of play once a half, twice at the absolute maximum. Tyreek Wright now finds Ollie Sanderson, who's done a lot of hard work in this game, back into Tyreek Wright, and that is one of the worst crosses I've ever seen. Somehow it finds a Bradford City man. Sarcevic now, on off the bench. Can we have some magic? He finds Andy Cook, spins away from his man, gets the shot off deflected, and somehow it falls perfectly for the keeper to save. And that is a big error, and that is hopefully a last-minute winner away at Blackburn, 90th minute winner. Who else would it be other than Andy Cook? The fans are absolutely buzzing, the players and the management, they're all on the bloody pitch. It's scenes that you all want to see. Commentators might describe that as scenes no one wants to see, as unsavoury scenes, but that is exactly what we want to see. It's a horrible back pass from Callum Britton, who's been their best player so far in this game. Cook with the strike, well, not off anything, it's straight into the back of the net, straight into the side netting as well. Brilliant finish from Andy Cook. That's 2-2 for the big man, and it looks like we're walking away from Blackburn Rovers with a Carabao Cup win under our belt. What a performance, and it's more than deserved as well. Yes, they've had chances, but we have missed some real big chances in this game, and now we're bringing a winger on for a full-back. I completely forgot we did that change. Well, Clark-Ador's coming on for the final 2 minutes to help see the game out. I'm going to assume, with it being FIFA, or EAFC 25, whatever it's called, they're not going to get one last chance. Tyreek Wright should deal with this. He has done. Let's have the full-time whistle, please. What a win, what a win. We've seen some goals, we've seen a big win against a very good side. Again, the substitutions causing impact, but Cook and Sanderson, especially Ollie Sanderson in this game, were absolutely excellent. Let's go into the post-match interview, see what the media have to say. No real shocks from what I saw there. Let's see, though, what the media want to ask me. They're asking me about Bailey's passing in this game. I'll encourage him. Yeah, passing must have been good, surely. Dolan usually dictates the tempo of game, so his sheer quality. Apparently, Andy Cook had some key passes in this game. I will downplay it because I don't think he was amazing in terms of his passing. And we're also being asked about XG. Your team seemed to be on the back foot most of the match. If we look at the difference in XG, do you think Andy Cook could have done more today? What? I thought Cook had a good game in front of. I'm literally just praising Cook and Sanderson. Yeah, it was more Sanderson, but I thought Cook was good. I don't know what the sort of questions they are from the media. Sanderson's got a message for me. He thanks me for having faith in him. He was absolutely outstanding, son. Even though you're older than me, I'm pretty sure. Let's review training as always. We'll go through, review our training. Training reviewed, lovely stuff, and we've got some scout reports to go through and have a look at as well, but I don't think any of them will be anywhere near completion. No, still at least a week away. It's match day once again at 5th versus 18th. We've got a transfer offer here for Clark-Ador. It's over the amount that I'm looking for. We'll go and negotiate here. I wouldn't mind seeing Clark-Ador depart because he's a backup player in a position we're not desperate for, in all honesty. We'll see what they think of £1 million for Clark-Ador. Yeah, you might be looking at that and thinking that's well over his budget. It's over double his value. They're not interested. Maybe I've gone a little bit too high there. I'm not desperate to see Clark-Ador leave, but £1 million for Clark-Ador, everyone would have taken that surely. Pre-match training, as always, we'll go and tell them to rush an effort touch, whatever on earth that means, and we'll also have a look at the opponent analysis. Walsall, we're also going to play a back 5, so I think we might play a back 4 in this game, maybe a 4-2-3-1 potentially. Let's get into this match then. We're at home against Walsall. They're a good side. I feel harsh dropping one of Cook or Sanderson, to be fair, but what we do need to do is go and change to the back 4. If we obviously lose in a 4-2-3-1, then we probably won't try this experiment again, but I'm happy to play in the 4-2-3-1, and we will play Halliday right back, Diabate and Kelly centre backs. I think we're going to stick with Johnson at left back potentially. We'll have Smallwood and Bailey as the holding midfielders. We'll have Clark-Ador on the right. We'll have Tyreek Wright on the left, and we will have Jamie Walker in the number 10 role, which means that we can put a few more midfielders on the bench, all being well. So Joe Adams can come onto the bench as well for Harry Ibbotson. Yes, no natural wingers on the bench there actually, so Poynton will get the opportunity instead of Joe Adams. Apart from that, I'm happy with the team. I think it feels really harsh dropping Ollie Sanderson, but it's more tactical rather than performance. Let's get into the final game of today's episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of good stuff if you haven't already. The final game of today's episode. Let's see if we can pick up another big 3 points. I thought I was right in saying that I picked our stadium to have no lines into it. Unless I've picked an American stadium, why is the lines all over the pitch? I know they're not natural pitch markings, but they look like American style football lines. What on earth is all that about? I don't want that at Valley Parade, do I? Although this is technically not Valley Parade, you can definitely tell it looks more like a European sort of stadium, but the middle of the pitch is going to be very compact, so we can't really try and play in there, although Tyreek Wright is looking to take a man on. Andy Cook, he's got 2 in 2 so far this season. Clark Adore, I think this is his first start of the season so far. Can he cut in on that left foot and maybe work some magic? He finds Brad Halliday, a little bit of room for him. Andy Cook looking to pin his man, back into Brad Halliday. How did we have such a good opportunity there? We're now 30 yards out from goal again. So confusing. Clark Adore, can you take your man on? Can you get a ball into the box? He lays it off to Brad Halliday. Loads of room. He finds Andy Cook looking to turn. It's cleared eventually by the Walsall defenders. Tyreek Wright looking to create something on that left-hand side. I think it might be his first league start of the season as well. That's a poor pass in the end from, I think, Richie Small. I'm not too sure why he's so high up the pitch. He's in there to kick people. Although, to be fair, his role might not actually be to do that because we've kind of just picked the 4-2-3 when they've not actually looked specifically at what the players' roles are. That's a nice pass from Tyreek Wright to find Andy Cook. Plays a 1-2 with Richie Smallwood. And he's gone all the way back into Owen Bailey. Back to Andy Cook, looking for Smallwood. We should probably have Patterson in this position if Smallwood's going to get so high up the pitch. Cook with a shot, and he's hit the post. I think it's the through ball again from Walker. And once again this season, Andy Cook has hit the post. He has got to be... He's so unlucky that he's not already on 5 goals so far this season. The woodwork has prevented him so many times already. Conor Barrett now coming forward down the Walsall right hand side. 25 minutes on the clock. He finds Josh Gordon, a man not known for his goal scoring ability. Earing with the strike. That's well wide. Earing was obviously a player we looked at potentially signing when we were looking for a holding midfielder to potentially compete with Richie Smallwood. Obviously, in the end, we decided to sign Owen Bailey, but Earing was certainly a man that we were looking at until we found out he was 60 or 61 rated at like 25 years of age, so I wasn't really that interested. That is nice football, though, from Walsall. Halliday's nowhere really to be seen, so it's going to be Lakin who picks up the ball. Back out wide to Wheater. Back into Charlie Lakin. Earing now, man, we were just talking about there. Stirk now finds Gordon looking to spin away. That's good defending from Kieran Kelly. And that has now set us up on the counter-attack. Tyreek Wright coming forward. He's using his pace very well here. He's got past a few men. Andy Cook with the header, and what a header that is. 12 yards out, but that is an absolute bullet header from Andy Cook. This is why I wanted no less than £1 million if I was to sell Andy Cook. Look at the fans. They're absolutely loving it, although for some reason it's really, really blurry. Brilliant from Tyreek Wright, using his pace, getting a ball into the box, and Andy Cook with a header 12 yards out. That is a really interesting screenshot, isn't it? There's 2 floating men there engaging in some very, very close activity. Cook, though, with a bullet header. The keeper should definitely do better at his near post. We're not going to complain. It's Bradford City 1, Walsall 0. Andy Cook 3 in 3 for this season. The big man's on fire. It's Tyreek Wright again causing havoc down our left-hand side. He finds Andy Cook not really in a position where he can shoot. Smallwood now lays it off to Owen Bailey. Smallwood is getting himself in some really advanced positions. That's a nice turn from Jamie Walker. Has to be 2-0. He's gone for the near post. He should have taken an extra touch there and gone far, but Colin Doyle, what do you want? Stop giving me advice. Get off. Go away. Go sit back down. Stop telling me what to do. Go sit back down. Yeah, I hope I'm telling you. Do one, Colin. I'm managing the team. You're sat on the bench all season. I'm actively trying to sell you. Smallwood now. Ball into the box. Cook with the header. And that is 2-0, and it's Sir Andrew Ellis-Cook. He is on course for about 55 goals this season in all competitions. He's got another one. It's 4 goals in 3 games. He was very unlucky not to have already scored another one in this game so far, but it's Small with a brilliant right-footed outswinger in. The keeper could maybe come out and claim that, but Andy Cook, again, he's got 2 men on him. He's still won the header. He's still found the back of the net. Sir Andrew Ellis-Cook, 2-0 to the good. Andy Cook with the double just before half-time as well, the perfect time to score, and we could even make some changes at half-time. I know Cook's on a hat-trick, but I kind of want to make sure he's fit. I don't know when our next game is, but I think we're definitely going to make some changes. We're definitely going to bring Clark Adore off for Bobby Point, and Adore's not really been that influential. Apparently Poynton can't play right midfield. That's literally his natural position. We're also going to get Walker off for Alex Patterson to play in the number 10 position, and Lewis Richards can come on for Brad Halliday, and we'll put him over to the left. Obviously Callum Johnson to the right. So we've still got Sanderson, Sarswig and Burns come on if we need them to. We're getting to the second half. 3 changes made at the break. I would like to hope this game is done, but I'd love a Cook hat-trick now. Alex Patterson picks up the the ball here in the midfield, driving forward. We've committed a few plays forward here. Smallwood is finding himself really high up the pitch. Andy Cook now looking for that hat-trick, finds Alex Patterson. Smallwood with the shot, and that is a brilliant save from the Saddlers goalkeeper. Smallwood, like I say, has been getting himself really high up the pitch. We must have something in the tactic which is telling him to do so. He's meant to be a deep line playmaker, apparently, the exact same role as Owen Bailey. Smallwood is now going to come off though for Anthony Sarcevic. We'll put Sarcevic into 10 and drop Patterson a bit deeper, and Ollie Sanderson is now going to come on for Andy Cook. He's been so important for us recently, and obviously we don't want to tire him out too much, but I don't know if these substitutions will actually ever go through. We might need another goal for them subs to go through it in this game, but just over 20 minutes left, still 2-0. It's not been the most entertaining of second halves, but we're 2-0 up, so we don't really need it to be. Tarek Wright's off again. He's flying down this left wing. He's been absolutely brilliant. Ball into the box. Cook looking for the hat-trick. That could be a penalty. I mean, more like Cook jumped into him, but that was a reckless challenge from the Walsall defender into the last 10 minutes. The ball's still not gone out of play. They've been wanting to do a substitution about 25 minutes ago. Like I said, the ball only goes out of play once in the entire half, and it's normally around the 57th minute, it seems to be in every game, which is frustrating. I wish the ball kind of went out of play a bit more often. I know I'm only on 4-minute games, or 4-minute halves, if that makes sense, so the ball's not going to go out loads, but to only go out once a half is a bit frustrating. Ball into the box here, that should be over everybody, and we should be able to deal with that. Into the final few moments, and I think it's unlikely that these subs will actually be making it onto the pitch, so an opportunity maybe for Andy Cook to bag himself the hat-trick. Johnson now finds Bobby Poynton, down the line into Andy Cook. He's broken the offside trap. Smallwood's in there, Smallwood's waiting, Smallwood heads it towards goal. That's a poor header, out of play, and the ball is finally going to go out of play, and we will now see some substitutions. So just a reminder, it's Sanderson and Sarcevic on, Smallwood and Cook off. There's literally added time left, plus 15 seconds. I don't think they're getting much out of it. I've just realised Sam Hornby's in goal for the Saddlers in this game. That's certainly an interesting one. Anyway, how long's going to be added on at the end of today's game? We're still looking at their substitutions. It's only a minute. The players were literally on the pitch for about 100 seconds, if that. A brilliant episode though, absolutely brilliant. Back-to-back league wins, knocking a championship side out of the Carabao Cup as well. I have absolutely no complaints. Andy Cook is on fire, and we could potentially be top of the league. Let's see what they've got to say in my post-match interview. He's asking again about Andy Cook. Games against teams with fast transitions like Walsall sometimes turn into a challenge about scoring them. Having said that, were you happy with the amount of danger Andy Cook created? I mean, celebrating his performance. He was absolutely brilliant. And they're asking me here about Tyreek Wright. Didn't have much success in passing the ball over the opponent's defensive line. Is that concerning for you? I thought Tyreek Wright was amazing. I'm going to motivate, right, but I thought he had a brilliant game. Some of these questions are really, really baffling. There seemed to be no response to Tyreek Wright today, considering his dribbling. Were you impressed by that performance? So you've just told me he's useless, and now you're telling me he's amazing. I don't understand these questions. Whoever this interviewer is, get that person sacked, because they clearly haven't got a clue. Our next game isn't for another 6 days, which is important. I want to try and make another signing before this episode does end. It might not necessarily happen, but we've got obviously some scouting updates and all that sort of stuff, but it's nice to finally give the players a rest. I saw Andy Cook there was in the team of the week. We've actually advanced forward all the way through to the next match. That was very quick. Well, we'll go through all that later. The youth tournament ends soon. I don't really care. I don't care. Somebody else can do that, because I really don't care. Enrico Brignola is a man who came up on one of our scouting reports, and a right midfielder. I'm thinking about the options that we've got. We could maybe do with another option on that right hand side at 65 rated as well, for around £500,000, £750,000. I think he could be a decent sign. It probably does mean we will need to get rid of someone who we probably don't really want to get rid of, because again, we've not got the most amount of money. We'll have a look at potentially getting rid of... We'll just, as always, we'll chuck Colin Doyle in and see where they go with that. These menus are so laggy though. So we'll give him Colin Doyle and £600,000. See what they say to that. Can you be interested? They want Clark Adore and 270. I can work with this, but it's going to be... I don't really want to get rid of Clark Adore. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll propose a new transfer fee. If it is going to be Clark Adore, it's going to be like for like, and maybe I'll chuck an extra 50 grand in there. But it's going to be no more than that. Clark Adore and 50 grand. How do you think about that? It's well short. It seems we can't agree on a fee, and there the negotiation ends. I don't think my offer there was unrealistic. You can see some of the other players that were scouting, but I'm not really interested in too many of the other ones. Maybe we can get Paris Magoma in on loan. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, we don't really need another central midfielder, but if we get him in on loan, it could mean we sell a Sarcevic, a Walker, and obviously Paris Magoma would be a very, very good player to get in on loan. 67 rated. I would take him on a 2-year loan if you want to. they're happy. 2-year loan would be very, very nice. Wages, we'll pay 30% of his wages. Come on, he's on a lot of money. I can't afford that. I'll give you... Oh, I can only afford 30%. Brilliant. No, come on. Negotiate down to 30%, please. That's all I can afford. We're skint. That's frustrating. I didn't realise he was on that much money. Well, it turns out that we are going to need to see some departures really before we get players in. And as of right now, we've not had an offer for absolutely ages. So, I guess we leave it there then for the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe as always. And I'll see you very soon for episode number 4. Peace.